Small world, huh?
My ears.
I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like this place.
It's too rich for my liking. It's too three-dimensional. Yeah, that's it. It's too three-dimensional for my liking. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our look at on Wario World for the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah.
A rather odd Wario game because, yeah, again, it's a 3D game as opposed to a 2D game, and this one was developed by Treasure Video Games. You probably know them for such great hits like Gunstar Heroes, Guardian Heroes, the like.
Long ago, there was an evil black jewel. Oh, you go ahead, man.
Long ago, there was an evil black jewel that fed on the wishes of people, turning their desires into power. This dark jewel gave birth to many evil spirits who then tormented the good creatures of the world. Then, just when it seemed like the evil spirits would overrun the land, the spritlings of the sacred forest ensnared the black jewel and hid it away in the deeps within their ancient roots. By our time, these events were all forgotten, and one day a greedy treasure hunter stole the jewel from the roots.
Alright. Free at last! I'm chock full of power! I think I'll turn all this greedy sap's jewels into evil spirits!
So is this supposed to take place after Wario Land 4?
Hi! No, this is pretty much its own standalone story, where Wario finally has his own castle.
And he's rich!
50 stinking rich! Look, a guy couldn't ask for a better life. Am I right, brothers? Brothers?
Wait, I don't have brothers.
Oh gosh. What's happening?
So yeah, he stuck true to his word. The evil black jewel is turning Wario's entire castle into a world full of monsters.
After the crystal became an eldritch abomination.
After the crystal became Shumagora.
Essentially,
And
yeah.
welcome to the hub.
Welcome to Wario's world. That's literally how it turned.
Yeah, look at that. Now I'm just imagining the Dark Crystal just going up to Wario and just being like, I will eviscerate you, half-breed!
So, what is this place, James?
So, this is pretty much our main hub for all of our levels, and this right here is our end goal. This giant treasure chest that requires 4 keys.
That has the big jewel in it.
Mm-hmm. Because, for some reason, the dang thing just decides to lock himself up in this treasure chest doing God knows what. So, it's up to Wario to go to all the worlds, bash the living shit out of all the money that turned into demons, and, you know, save his riches.
Well, I do have to get my sleep after trying to conquer the world, you know. It is very exhausting.
The music, I just heard back there, the music is pretty funky, and also...
Yeah, it's a Wario soundtrack.
This is, at the time, this was Nintendo's response to a beat-em-up.
Essentially, yeah, this is a straight-up Wario beat-em-up.
Boss, get this heart fragment, and get back my stuff.
Yep. Those are like your big 3, those are like your 3 main goals for each world.
Mm-hmm. The only one you really have to worry about is just getting to the end boss of a level, beat the living shit out of him, and you're good to go. The finding all the gold fragments and treasures is primarily a side quest.
And may I say that these levels are going to be typically long or longer because if you think about it, there's only 8 levels to each. There's only 8 levels in this game.
What is that?
It's
That is.
Ooh. And he's got some wonderful hints and tips for you.
I'll wait for you. I'm one of the spritlings of the forest.
We'll take
My
turns.
really
with this
bad
guy.
news. That
With
evil
these
black
guys.
jewel you stole sucking up all the negative green energy swirling around your castle. And terrible things are going to happen, honest. Press A to jump, B to run, pick them, hurl curl monsters. Practice up, okay?
Okay.
Do you ever shut up? I mean, Jesus.
You hit puberty in like 2 seconds. Good job.
Health.
Yay, golden fragment. If you manage to find all the golden fragments, your health will forever increase.
There's
by
1
halves.
per level.
There they are.
Yes. And yeah, like all the gold fragments are all pretty much a physical embodiment of Wario's awesomeness.
Yep. But yeah, no. As I said, there's really only 8 levels and 4 bosses in this game. It's very short.
Actually, not even 4 bosses. There's like straight up, there's like 13 bosses.
Oh wait! Oh no! Sorry! I'm so sorry. What am I talking about? Each level has a unique boss.
Mm-hmm. And every world ends with a pretty big boss that you have to take out in order to get a key.
Yep.
Oh, and you can also eat money.
Yeah, that's his vacuum.
Yep, you literally stole your powers from Kirby and could suck up any money or health items along the way.
Ooh, a
And
ring.
like in other Wario Land games, you can collect treasures. You have to hit a switch and then find it. And wait, what games is it compatible with?
Basically, what it is that if you manage to find every single treasure in a stage, there's a panel that'll unlock in the main hub right next to the treasure chest or the giant treasure chest, and you bash on it, and the game will try to connect with your Game Boy Advance if you hook up your GBA with a Game Link cable to the GameCube, and you basically get to play a couple of WarioWare games.
Huh.
Really nice.
Assuming you don't have WarioWare Inc. already, that's your method of doing so. But of course, we live in a world now where that kind of shit's just, well,
obsolete.
Whoever bought Game Link cables back then? I mean, really?
I didn't know it existed for a while anyway. Just like I didn't know that.
Please no, I have a family.
Hi.
What was that thing you
Yeah,
just
wait,
hit?
what's that panel back there?
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
More on that later.
Listen, eventually you're gonna have to deal with the storm.
Blah blah blah. You ever stop talking?
Then press the R button to do a ground pound. Blah blah blah.
And the red sprite's like, don't listen to him. That's the one that sniffs glue.
Oh my god.
What's in this panel?
Alright, so this is another major gimmick of Wario World. Every once in a while, you'll come across an underground puzzle. It usually contains a red jewel, which will be needed to face the boss.
Okay, so these are like the main things we gotta try and find.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes they even come packed with a gold fragment, some coins, or some health.
Alrighty.
So... Oh, and the game's forcing us to meet up with the Garlic Man. Garlic! Don't you love garlic? Delicious garlic stores have. Listen, you big oaf. If you got the courage to take me on, I guess it's okay to sell you garlic.
So you have to give him coins.
You have to beat the shit out of them for some garlic.
Or full health. Ah, whatever.
Yeah, like, again, this world is weird.
It's Wario.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's only natural.
So, So I only played a little bit of this game, enough to like get a feel for it, but I never really like beat it all the way. I only watched other people beat it. What's your guys' feel of the game?
I have never played this. Never seen it.
Really?
I've seen playthroughs of it. I've never played it myself. And basically, the vibe I get from it is that it's... Oh.
Wario, are you using the B button correctly? First, hold down the B button for a dash attack, then just face the direction you want to dash, and then charge! One more thing, when you're holding a monster above your head, hold down the B button, then release it for a Mega Toss. It's good for KOing monsters that survive ordinary throws.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey.
You know you're in for some shit when you're dealing with freaking Triceratops with
Triceratops.
with clubs.
Not only is it Triceratops, it's a Triceratops with a beating stick.
Wait, I could just imagine this Triceratops just walking around, just going, Sinclair! Where are you?
Pretty much.
Oh, that show. That's a show I should probably get back to viewing someday. But anyway, just going back to my thoughts on this game. From what I've seen of it, the impression that I get from it is that it's perfectly well made, for what's trying to do. However, it's a little on the dull side.
It's a bit repetitive because, like, for the most part, it's a straight up beat 'em up. You do get the occasional platforming challenges, but again, they're kind of sparse, especially compared again to the beat 'em up.
Sinclair!
Which is nice, but also kind of limited. Like, what you're seeing here is pretty much the gist of what you can do in this game, and that's about it.
No real difference in enemy types. Some of them just kind of change, and also this game does what I do not like with games like this when it comes to beat 'em ups, Matt, which is that whenever you get to those unavoidable, oh snap, now you gotta like fight a bunch of enemies, they don't do it based on how quickly you beat the enemies. It is just a solid, you have to fight for 45 seconds now.
Oh, joy.
Though, that being said, the more enemies you bash, the more coins you get. So, take that for what you will. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you actually end up dying in a level, you actually have to pay coins in order to revive.
That makes sense.
I did it first, Mario!
I don't know the exact price range for it, but I do believe the price goes up the more you die.
That makes sense.
Oh, dang. Oh, what's this thing here?
A glow blob. These things are probably some of the most fun thing to use, and also some of the more annoying for stuff like this.
Nice.
Oh, God, that's always too close for comfort for me.
Also, what was I gonna say?
The face!
Yep.
Legends of the Hidden Temple!
Can't wait. Is that movie out yet?
No.
Nope. I think it's still in development.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still
Oh,
developing.
yeah, James. What's with all of the stuff in the upper left? Like, I've seen a different counter for like how many spins. What's the magnitude of a ground pound slam you did? How many
That's
punches
pretty
have
much
you
that's
picked?
pretty much the most you're gonna get out of it. It's supposed to be some sort of pseudo combo meter.
Careful,
Cliff and
Wario.
Deep Causes out here are really dangerous.
Cliff.
Unicorn? Unicorn?
The Unithorn.
What's a unicorn?
Unithorns are pretty scary motherfuckers, especially if you're rich like Wario. Say for example, if you go through a bridge and say
Hooray,
snaps,
Whoop.
down you go to the Unithorn's lair, and welcome to hell.
Oh, that's a
run.
unicorn. Oh,
Oh
jeez.
God!
Like,
So
kind
yeah,
of
if
look
the
like...
Unithorns,
I don't know what those look like, actually.
Ow,
Oh.
ow.
it's hard to say really, but yeah, like whenever you're in a Unithorn's lair, watch out because if they snag on you, they start depleting your coins like mad, and also the water the water's sort of like a coin-like acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And coins are
Stuff.
life around here.
Hey there, there's the goal, Wario. If you found enough red diamonds for the stone dookie blocking the way, we'll go bye-bye. If not, you can take the bye-bye balloon to go back to the beginning. Oh, and if you
Yeah.
want to know how many diamonds and stuff you collected, press the pause button and all that.
That's another reason why these levels can take forever, because if you didn't explore everything, you gotta go everywhere.
Anyway,
Like,
real
there's
quick,
a lot of stuff to get in this
Hi,
game.
Jewel.
Anyway, I just remembered what those Unithorns look like. The head of them kind of looks like Cookie from that discontinued Rayman show.
Wait, what?
Really?
I don't
Also,
get- I did not get
hello,
Cookie from
weird
them.
frog thing.
Yeah.
I am the missing Battletoad. Bastard.
What is
Devil
his
damn
name?
it, I was about to make a
I have
Battletoad
no
joke.
idea. God, this doesn't look like a Battletoad.
Or at least
But
something
yeah,
a
this is one
Battletoad
of-
would beat the stuffing
This
out
is
of.
one- But yeah, here's one of the many bosses of Wario World, and I will say, for all the, for all repetitive the levels can be, the bosses are easily the highlights of the game, just because they're so...
Yeah.
Weird.
Wait, I got it. I am the missing Battletoad. Blackhead.
Ew. That's, the wonder
Well,
he
considering-
fell into obscurity.
Well, considering the naming scheme of the Battletoads, I guess it's not too unfitting.
Yeah, that's why I called him that.
But let me just say that this game, can be deceptively hard, in that the platforming is very like heavy and weighted, so you gotta be very careful with your movements, and things can move very fast.
Yeah. Like this.
Oh, jeez.
no!
You have to spin around, otherwise
Holy
he will catch up to
shit.
you.
Yeah,
Dog,
it's deceptively hard to newcomers.
It can be, but that's like the worst it can really be. And it should also be said,
And
some of the bosses are not only notable for how brutal they can be, some of them are just straight up creepy.
Can't wait. But and yeah, let's
As
just,
creepy as Wario's face was right there.
Oh no, dude! There's a lot of things that are creepier than Wario's face, like the boss of the first Ice World. That thing will give you nightmares.
yeah. So with that said, I noticed the part is
And,
over
and
yet.
I
So
think
what are
that's
we gonna
that
do?
same
This
boss
look
that
at?
also inflates Wario like a rather odd looking balloon.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what are we doing this look at?
For this look at, I'll actually be showing off all of World 1. Oh,
So get
all at
ready for a
once.
look at. We're showing off 1/4 of the game.
Kind of, yeah, but I am skipping a lot just to get right to the point.
Good.
Yes.
Because honestly, if I did try to go for everything in every level, no, each level would be its own part.
Yeah, it almost was.
And yeah, I was about to say, we did initially try doing a commentary of Wario World, but it really wasn't working out because,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the game's
repetitive.
great. I mean, the game has some great visuals and all that stuff, but it can get stupidly repetitive, especially
Yeah.
when dealing with the moves.
And actually, real quick before it gets glanced over, listen to the song that's playing.
oh yeah, didn't this play and Shake It?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, that was a great cover of the song, and it was the only way that people were going to be able to get a clean rip of this song because, Wario World never did get an official OST release, which sucked.
This is a shame.
Did Shake It ever use any enemy? Did Shake It ever use any remixes of these songs?
Just this one.
Okay.
If there were
Actually,
any other
I'm trying.
remixes,
I was about to say, would they remix stuff from any other games?
There was a remix of the Green Horde grasslands area we were just in. They actually made a whole cover of that for DDR Mario Mix.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think the remix in general was just called Starting Wario, and you literally had to beat Wario in a dance-off with that song.
It really was one of the better remixes in that game, in my opinion.
Oh, and James, how do you break through the... Okay, I know you just shut it off now, but just for the people at home, how do you break through armored panels?
You literally need to do pretty much have to do a pile driver ground pound, which requires having some sort of item or enemy right in the palm of your hands.
Okay, so you can't just do normal ground
those
pound.
can lead to like a more specialized bonus level, which makes better use of Wario's platforming skills, or lack thereof.
Oh boy! Oh yeah, and Martinet had a lot of fun because I think he did quite a number of custom voice clips.
Oh yeah, all the clips in this are custom made for this game, and well, they're definitely some of the more popular sound clips out of Wario's entire legacy.
Yeah, this was
including
definitely
Have
like
a Rotten Day,
Have a Rotten Day, or
Egg Salad.
Egg Salad. Are you gonna show off the pause screen?
I want to say I did at one point, but I forget.
But
it is very notable for one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also a hidden thing.
I still want to listen to Silver. I still want to listen to Silver Gunner's song of that one more time because it's one of my favorite Silver Gunner rips. Because fine, I guess we'll just spoil it. When he gets to the pause menu, it's just gonna be a bunch of it's just gonna be a sound of Wario taunting you repeatedly.
Yes.
And Silver Gunner, I know Silver Gunner is just a moniker that by which multiple artists pass under, die. But whoever was the remixer for that one was a genius guy who basically it lasted almost 50 minutes.
Ooh.
And what it was is he just kept on using the same sound bites of Wario doing that, and kept pitch shifting them to play a number of different songs. Everything from frickin' Snow Halation, that meme song, to the frickin' Centerfold song.
Real quick, because it's...
And other songs like Spiral Mountain. It was crazy. Anyway, go ahead, type.
Real quick, because it's pretty double damn expected of him, was one of the songs he used in that montage, the Flintstones theme.
Well,
I'll take that. I'll take that as a no.
Okay, but you know what? Actually, looking back on this Wario World footage, it actually just occurred to me. Like, I don't know. This has just been a thought that's been in my mind for a while now. Imagine a new Wario brawler, like in a similar vein to this, if not a lot more expanded upon. Like, imagine a new Wario game made by Platinum.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For as balls to the wall insane as Platinum can be, imagine them taking that, but with Wario. I don't think the world's ready for that.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Like, imagine a Wario game with the similar production values as Bayonetta. It would be sick.
Again, that's why I say.
And I would totally not regret every single penny made to its purchase.
Where'd Logan go, by the way?
I have no idea. Where the hell did
He
go?
probably has to take care of. He probably has to take care of something real quick, but we'll forge on.
Oh, speaking of Devil, welcome back.
Hi.
I noticed that the way these levels are set up, they remind me a bit of how 3D World kind of has their little diorama.
Yeah, I was going to mention
3D Land,
3D.
sorry.
I was going to mention 3D Land as well.
Yeah, we talked
I
about
did it
Wario
first,
World's-
Mario!
Yeah, I was about to say, Wario World essentially is the progenitor of Super Mario 3D Land. Now, granted, I would say Mario did it better than Wario, but hey, it's never... I mean, given the time gap, Wario did a decent enough job.
Did they ever release any, like, news about, like, wasn't there, like, a bunch of prototype information about this game that they, like, had to
Blastoise
ditch or bail out on something?
or War Toys.
I do remember, like back in 2002 when Nintendo Power was a thing, I did see some prototype images of Wario World, and, well, for starters, it was just kind of weird looking back on a Wario who still wore full-on sleeves. But otherwise, it wasn't too terribly different than what we got now.
Alright.
Well, actually,
Anyway.
no, that, and if I also remember, apparently you were supposed to collect, like, multiple jewels, not just the red diamonds. Oh, now it's time for a good old arena brawl.
Yay!
Anyway,
Still
real
last as
quick,
long as the
because
timer says.
Anyway, no, like, I was actually about to say, I know Logan made a thing earlier about saying that, yeah, like, you do have to go through, like, 60 seconds of just brawling these kinds of things, but at the same time, I don't know. For some reason, I actually find these the most fun mook rushes, just because again they throw a lot at you, and you're allowed to go nuts, especially with these stone pillars.
Yeah, and anyway, just real quick, because I don't think Logan heard him when he said it. Logan, Gems was making a hypothetical pitch about, like, what if they ever made, like, a new Wario 3D game, not dissimilar to this, but it was being handled by Platinum.
I'd play it.
Yeah, like,
only if
just...
Waluigi turns out to be the final secret boss.
You know what, though? A lot of people tend to say that Waluigi is the best Bayonetta impersonator on the planet.
Alright, and then they give you a number of coins depending on your performance there.
I have legs full of days.
Now I just want to imagine that. I can't help but imagine that now. Like, Martinet literally got asked to sing Tomorrow's Mine in the voice of Waluigi.
It's probably done somewhere. Like, I'm kind of surprised.
I'm bringing you with me, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. But oh yeah, also be careful with some of these some of these bonus levels, because Wario World does have its own set of physics. Like, would you believe it? Even Wario World does physics better than Sonic. But like,
yeah,
like say for example,
oh yeah, by the way, freaking there, Galaxy and Sunshine.
There you go.
Wario did it.
But yeah, like it does have its own set of physics, and like there's like one bonus room I remember in particular where you literally have to be launched off of a glue globe that's attached to a string that's like it pulls back and then pulls forward like a slingshot, and you get some massive fucking air doing that.
Gotcha.
Like it's just it's really insane.
Is it possible to destroy those spawning thingies?
I think it is, but I do think the whole spawning for the mooks is really inconsistent. Like, sometimes they do their job perfectly fine, but if you meander for a little too long...
No, not Blastoise's cousin!
Okay,
it's a very style... Oh, look, a Tanuki statue.
Hey, wait a minute. This Tanuki statue isn't accurate. I don't see two testes on it.
I actually did see some testes, I think. I don't know why my eyes immediately went for it, but I'm fairly certain I saw it.
Actually,
grab that.
Okay. Oh, yeah, get the Amy's balloon from Adventure.
Oh, by the way, something I probably won't get the chance to say sooner or later. There are multiple endings to this game, but it all depends on how many Spritelings you see.
Hi, Molduga.
Gotcha.
Molduga,
that's it. Thank you.
Oh no, it's Molduga with scythe arms.
Wait, Molduga, isn't that the really annoying Mook from Link to the Past?
No, he's the sand boss from Wind Waker.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Moldorm. That's the annoying boss. Molduga is the sandworms.
Yeah, Molduga...
Moldorm's the one that freaking acts like a pinball bumper.
Molduga is the sand boss from Wind Waker, and who has my favorite boss theme in that game.
That's awesome.
Which honestly doesn't even sound so much like a boss theme, but it sounds more like something you're doing some sort of bonus trial for some sort of tribe of Boy Scouts or whatever.
There's these people called Theophany, and they did an amazing symphonic version of that battle theme, and it is fantastic.
Nice. Anyway, actually, I do want to say real quick, someone mentioned, like, this sounds like a Boy Scouts theme. The Wa Scouts!
Oh my god. One rank higher than Eagle Scouts!
there are, as James said, there are bonus, multiple endings similar to Luigi's Mansion.
By the way, got the name wrong. It's not Molduga, it's Mulgara.
Mulgara, that was it.
Molduga sounds like... Molduga does sound familiar, though. I think
Molduga is a boss in the series. I just forgot which one he is.
Alright,
okay.
Well, we can look that up later.
But yeah, you can. Yeah, depending on how many Spritelings you save, you can either get your full castle back, or someone who was brave enough to play the entire game with just one, a Swamp Shack.
Wait a minute.
Moldugas are the sand things in Breath of the Wild.
Oh, real quick, guys. I gotta do this real quick. Gotta do this real quick.
Oh, that's right, this. What the hell?
Let's make music together. Let's make sweet harmony.
So, our boss fight here is a literal big-lipped alligator.
It's a big-lipped alligator moment.
Indeed.
That's where we're at now. This is where we're at now, Matt, in our life.
Hold on, I have to do it. Big-lipped alligator moment.
That's
To
pretty
think
much
we
what
actually
we're
had one well before they made the joke.
doing. Yeah. And,
Actually-
hey!
Actually, that does make me... Oh, watch where he picks him up.
It's the chest and slam. So to deal 1 school of damage, it either takes up. You either have to like hit it with something big, spin it around, and toss him, or
I think
throw
it's a
him, or
she.
ground pound.
I think it's a she.
Well, whatever it is.
Give me that.
Basically, there's multiple ways to take this thing down. So, like,
Whoa!
and that's actually the cool. That is one thing I do like about some of the boss fights in this game. If you know what you're doing, like, you can actually take them out in several ways.
Well, with all these free pillars they give you, you pretty much have a lot of. You
Get out of here.
That being said, this is my favorite.
Did he just
Oh,
yell, "Get
whoops.
out of here"?
Yeah, he did.
Also,
It's a
no.
Wario for you.
Wow, you don't even have to get on the
Oh.
glue glob. You don't have to get on the glue glob at all. You can just throw pillars at it.
Yep.
No, you do though.
But yeah, just
Go.
you know, it's kind of funny looking back on it. Like, this is I think this is probably one of the largest bosses you'll ever encounter. It's like the first fucking one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they only get weirder and more technical from here.
Yeah, but the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
And the bigger you whiff.
So long, eh, Bowsy?
Ah,
Ow.
All right, just one more to go, and this thing will pretty much be put back in the rack.
Extinct.
Oh. Die.
That too. Ah, whatever. I'll take it out the
Ground
old-fashioned
pound
way.
into the lava.
Crap into the
you know what?
lava.
Here. Hold on.
Oh,
when,
what? That
it,
didn't work? Oh crap!
Oh.
I think
When
you
it-
have to pile drive it.
when it actually dies, I got the perfect thing.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. Careful. Oh.
And there we
Oh.
go. It's
Me
dead
green
now.
mother
mind.
for matter. Oh shit!
Wait, what was he
Off
saying
he
again?
goes. He was saying mean green mother from
Outer space.
Oh.
and
Yeah,
out
no,
of bed.
That's
I-
Pet Shop before.
I was quoting what Audrey 2 said when it
Oh.
died. Oh,
When it died.
shit!
And Wario
Yeah.
won!
Yay!
And that's my progress.
We have a lot of spritlings to go.
Oh, and by the
bunch
way,
of
I
other
almost forgot to
things.
mention one of the many treasures you can find in this game are literal vintage Nintendo consoles.
Really?
Yep.
You can find a GameCube, N64, an NES. I
Fun.
want to say there's also a Super NES or a Game Boy, but I forget which one it is.
That's adorable. And the levels get harder and longer from here.
Yay! Like most games should.
Yes.
Yeah. Though I think maybe they go and start doing that.
There it
Oh,
goes.
there we go.
Thank you, Martinet.
He had fun, I bet.
Actually, funny thing about this, it's a little Easter egg. If you have this playing where it's like, I don't know if it's for like 50 seconds or if he says it 50 times, then eventually he'll stop, and then you'll just hear him go, sorry.
Aw, he doesn't mean it.
By the way,
think it's-
I am very sad that your treasures don't have little descriptions in them.
No.
Yeah, that would have been fun, but unfortunately that trend wouldn't start until Shake It, which is unfortunately the only time they did it.
Well, they had treasure descriptions in Master of Disguise as well.
Oh, that's that is true. That is true.
They said
Anyway,
so
people.
many. Yeah, sorry.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our look at on Wario World. Again, it's only available on the GameCube, so if you manage to get one, I would say this one isn't a bad one to try out. Just be warned though that it's incredibly fucking short. Like you'll probably beat it. You'll probably beat it within a day if you're vigilant enough. But with that said, unless we do some WarioWare stuff in the future, we're unfortunately done with the good old Wario himself.
We're kind of spent.
And I am disappointed that we did not make this a commentary.
No.
It was probably for the best, because honestly, I don't want to have a sore... I mean, we've only just started our session anyway. I didn't want to have to go through the rest of the sore throat. But with that said, see you all later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And remember, have a rotten day.
This video has been sponsored by the War Scouts.
With its president, Waluigi.
Wah!